This is all about pro wrestling with a WWE Smackdown review for February 12th, 2021. The show does start off with Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Jey Uso, Adam Pearce. I'll give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into another segment with Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. Adam Pearce says, "Let me call you back." Adam says, "We have to fill the chamber." Sonya has some words. I'll give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a match with Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Sami and Baron Corbin win. I give that match about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into another segment with Sasha Banks and Reginald. Sasha says she is the boss. Reginald says it will never happen again. Send Carmella her regards. One of the Lucha Bros is beside her. Give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. It was an okay segment. Then they show the replay from last week with Big E and Apollo Crews. Was a pretty good match from last week. Then it goes into another segment. This is the end of part 1. Look out for part 2. Part 2 of the WWE Smackdown review. Then it goes into a segment. Big E says last week he defended his IC title. The odds were against him. Somehow he was still standing when he won the championship. He was going to be a fighting champion. As he puts Sami and Apollo behind him, Apollo comes out. Apollo reads him. He will issue an open challenge. Apollo accepts his challenge. Big E says he is going to offer an open challenge. It can be the janitor, Michael Cole, but not you. Apollo says the locker room looks up to you. Big E says go to catering. Big E has some more words. Big E says go to the back. You're hard headed. Shinsuke comes out. Then it's Shinsuke versus Big E. Big E does win by disqualification. I'll give that match about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a segment with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins does return. This is all about pro wrestling with part 3 to the WWE Smackdown review. Then it goes into the segment with Seth Rollins. The thing that has changed the most, he says, is him. As most of you know, he is a parent. He is a proud father of a baby girl. He has a new vision. He wants people to embrace the vision. He points at Cesaro. Cesaro shakes his head and walks to the entrance. Cesaro gets chop block from Seth. Right hands from Seth. Daniel Bryan comes out and saves Cesaro. They show previous chamber matches after that segment. I'll give this segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a match with Bayley versus Liv Morgan. Bayley does win. I'll give that match about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a segment with Cesaro and Daniel. They are in the backstage. Cesaro says he can't compete in the Elimination Chamber match. Seth wasted his time. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the segment. If you want to watch it in its entirety, you can watch it on the WWE YouTube channel or wherever you can watch it. I'll give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a segment with the Street Profits. They show the Street Profits with a special guest. This is the end of part 3. Look out for part 4. This is all about pro wrestling with a SmackDown review. This is part 4. Then it goes into a quick segment with the Street Profits and Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott does get a WWE Championship, a replica. I'm not going to rate that segment. Then it goes into a match with the Street Profits. A pretty good match. I would watch this match on the WWE YouTube channel or wherever you can watch it. Now they do come to the ring. Cups come down from the ceiling. They need to remove the cups. That is a quick comment. I think they should remove the cups from when they do their entrance. They do have some words. They say we should focus more on being entertaining. They say they are in the ring with Otis and Gable. The Street Profits are up and they want them. Give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into the match with the Street Profits versus Chad Gable and Otis. I thought it was a pretty good match. I'd give it 3.5 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. The Street Profits, they do win. After that, Sasha Banks comes out. This is the end of part 4. Look out for part 5 to the WWE Smackdown review. Then this is the Sasha segment with Bianca Belair. Sasha says Bianca Belair and her decision. We are on the road to WrestleMania. She is like a big little sister. There's only one choice for the EST to make. That is me, Sasha. Bianca comes out and Sasha says all her accomplishments. She sees her. Bianca Belair comes out. Girl, you're not the boss of me. It is her time and people want to know who she chooses. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler come out. Nia Jax wonders how they stay in the same ring together. Shayna Baszler says they defeated Asuka and Charlotte Flair. We are the most dominant force. Sasha says she knew they were going to show up until the footage. They all start attacking each other. Sasha and Bianca stand tall. I give that about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a quick segment with Cesaro and Daniel Bryan in the back. They are talking. I'm not going to rate that segment. Then it goes into a match with the Dirty Dogs and Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler head to the ring, then a commercial break. This is a really good match. I'm going to say as much as I can for what happened in the match with the Dirty Dogs and Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. This is the end of part 5. Look out for part 6. Then it gets into a really good match with Daniel Bryan, Cesaro versus Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Now, the match does start with a kick from Daniel Bryan. Cesaro covers Dolph. Dolph covers Cesaro. Dolph rakes Cesaro's face. Bobby tags in, then Daniel tags in, kicks from Daniel on Bobby, roll up on Daniel from Bobby, yes lock applied, right hands from Bobby, dive from Daniel on Cesaro, Daniel gets thrown into the steps, Sammy and Baron come out, Cesaro asks for a tag, sleeper hold on Daniel from Dolph, Rude tagged in, kicks from Rude on Daniel, cheap shot from Dolph on Bryan, pin from Rude, Dolph tagged in, elbow drop from Dolph on Bryan, Dolph takes Bryan on the top turnbuckle, right hands from Bryan, missile drop kick from Bryan and Dolph. Bryan tries to go for a tag. Bobby tagged in. Daniel goes for a pin. Spine buster from Bobby on Daniel. Cover from Bobby. Hip toss into a neck breaker. Powerbomb tag move from Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Dolph goes for the pin on Daniel. Daniel kicks out. Cesaro tags in. Uppercuts on Dolph from Cesaro. Right hand to Roode. Big uppercut from Cesaro to Dolph. Cover. Bobby goes for a chop block on Cesaro. Famouser on Cesaro. Pin. Cesaro kicks out. Torture rack from Cesaro. At the end of the match, Cesaro puts Dolph Ziggler in a sharpshooter for the win. I give the match about 4 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I would watch that match on the WWE YouTube channel or wherever you can watch it. It was a really good match. I will watch that match wherever you can watch it. This is the end of part 6. Look out for part 7. Part 7 to the WWE Smackdown review. Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin and Jey Uso all attack each other. Jey Uso does come out. KO comes out and joins. KO says, "Are you watching?" KO is not going away. He stuns everyone. I give the show about 3 stars out of 5 stars. I thought the show could have been a little bit better. It would have been good to have Edge on the show. Bobby Roode should be in the Elimination Chamber match. It would be good if he was in that match and is pursuing the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship. I think it would be good for him to be in that match. Maybe next week he can get another chance for a qualifying match, or something may happen with Bobby Roode. So hopefully they do have some singles champions for Bobby Roode in the future. That would be good to see. And I would have liked to see Dolph Ziggler in the Elimination Chamber match. I think it's time for a crowd. As I said in the previous video, WWE NXT has a limited crowd. I think it's time for WWE Raw and SmackDown to have limited seating. WrestleMania 37 has limited seating. Hopefully, after WrestleMania, there is a limited seating for shows on WWE SmackDown and WWE Raw. I'm not too sure if there is a crowd for main event. That would be good if they do that. We're going to see what's going to happen at the Elimination Chamber. It is a week away. I would like someone to win that match. I think it should be a good Elimination Chamber match. So this is the end of the WWE Smackdown review for February 12th. If you have any ideas, any comments, any questions, leave it in the comment section. Send an email. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like the video, hit the notification bell. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for those who are new coming in to listen. Thank you again. See you next time.